Hi everyone, this is Cathy in the flesh. A few weeks ago, I spent some time with a few tattoo artists, one from Oahu, Hawaii, and another from Wellington, New Zealand. So if you're interested to see or hear about my experience, please stay tuned and we'll be back and I'll share more details about it. Stick around. Hey everyone, welcome back. And once again, my name is Cathy Nguyen, and you have tuned in my YouTube channel, and here you are still here, sticking around because you want to hear my story or hear me share my experience with a couple of tattoo artists. So I think it was last month I scheduled a tattoo appointment with a Hawaiian tattoo artist. To be quite frank, I wasn't planning to do another one, not necessarily from him, but it just at all. The whole process of going through the pain and then the healing process, it just kind of sucks. The piece is great, don't get me wrong, but I'm just like, oh, do I really want to go through that again? I decided, you know what the heck? I decided to get another piece. So I honestly didn't have anything in mind. I just told him, hey, something Maori cultured, anything Maori. And he listed a couple things. I said, okay, let's go with this one. And then as usual, he does freehand on the spot on the day of my scheduled appointment. Normally we would have a consultation first before we jump in, but this time, because I kind of gave him the reins and say, hey, why don't you create it? I'm cool with whatever, you know, design, I trust you. So we basically did everything on the same day. We did the entire tattoo session at Studio Grace in San Jose. And because it's a Monday, it wasn't that busy. So we had a couple of other artists besides him and his friend Andy that was there. I believe the other artist that was there was actually, is a tattoo artist at State of Grace, is Colin and Seth. Seth I definitely was introduced to just because we actually had an interaction. Andy definitely got to know him better because he was cracking jokes the entire time. You know, he was making fun of my other tattoo, and I had like a comeback, nice ping pong back, and it kept my mind off the pain for at least for that moment. But of course, he got bored and walked away, grabbed a smoke, and I'm like still getting my tattoo done. So the whole process was just like, you know, very changing and challenging and painful. But overall, it basically helped me make a decision whether I should go to tattoo convention or not, and just to kind of hang out. So this time around, I decided, you know what? I want to stay longer. I want to understand the community, what's it like, you know, walk around more. I reach out to them and I'm like, hey, can I hang out with you guys and just take tons of pictures? Is that okay? And they said, yeah, totally. That's totally cool, man. And I was like, great. Anyways, upon my arrival, sure enough, I found them, but I haven't. They didn't recognize me right off the spot because when I met them earlier that week, I had a beanie on, cleaned up a little bit, and I remember they were just looking past me, and then I finally stood there and basically stared at Andy the whole time because Steve was tattooing her when he was focused, and I'm just like, and he's like, oh hey, oh you look so different. I basically kind of like huddled, carried my camera like a football, and then just kind of like took pictures in the booth that Steve and Annie was in. I think they called it a poly area or something. I'm not sure what their term for it, I forgot. I remember I was hunching over Andy. Steve was in a position where I couldn't do that. I couldn't see anything, and he was already focused in, and I didn't want to like intrude his space, so I decided to give him space because he's already in. And here I see Andy from beginning to end, like freehanding this design. She was getting a half sleeve, and it was looking pretty good, and I was just like, just by the sketches and everything like that. Excuse me. So as I was saying, so here I am hunching over Andy, and I'm looking as Andy started tattooing is the right term. I gotta go back to read this. Once he started, I was basically hunching over, and I'm standing. I felt like I didn't have permission to sit down. So I was just like doing this, and I'm turning this, I'm looking, I'm like, I'm trying to see everything. I'm not sure if Andy was trying to be polite or, hey, sit the F down. You know, this. And he made a gesture, he's like, pull up a chair. I'm like, oh, okay. So I pulled up a chair, which is pretty cool, but then I'm in a position where I can't, you know, you see like some parts of her, you know, skin or arm was covering. I'm like, I can't see what he's doing, so I sometimes would stand up. So I actually sat there and watched him did everything for a bit, like for every 40 minutes. It's just like I stopped and watch, and then I would look away, and then he would finish like a half a piece or something like that. So it was quite amazing. Like it really I found it fascinating. The whole process, it was great to see it from, I didn't see it to the end, but I did see from the infancy, the freehand part, the sketching part, and then to a more completed piece. I was really watching him, how he's thinking, and he was making everything inspired. You can tell sometimes he would like kind of stop and he does this, you know, he would still figure things out, how he's gonna do this, and it was great. And I remember going home and I'm looking over his Instagram, and I try to see if I can see, you know, there's certain patterns that he repeated, and though half of it was repeated in a different form, but you know, you see some other parts where I'm like, this is new, at least from his Instagram, I can tell it's new. So it was great to see that process. That all said and done, the verdict, awesome time. You know, I want to give a shout out to Steve and Annie. Thank you for letting me tag along and be like annoying little girl going over there and like following everywhere, you know, everywhere they went. I'm just like, where are you going? You know, and you know, standing out there. And it was great, you know, and the people that I met that surrounded them, they were great people and very warm, very, I hear a lot, 100%, you know, they're just real, and they're so like, even though I didn't know them and I didn't really talk to them directly, I felt like I was part of that community, that family, and it was really nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me take pictures and tagging you guys. And whenever I see you guys again, hopefully don't be a stranger. Come say hi to me. I'm really bad with faces, but sometimes I'm good at it. If I don't come say hi to you because I'm shy and I'm scared, please come say hi to me, because I'll be more than happy to say hi. Thank you very much, and until next time, stay tuned. Hit that button to subscribe, view, watch everything, and follow me on Instagram. Happy to answer any questions you guys have, and hopefully I'll see you guys next year at the convention. And please don't approach me with more tattoos, because I'm not going to be able to say no, and I know I'm going to regret it the moment I start it, because it's going to be so painful. I'm very dramatic, what can I say? Alright, peace out. Ugh.